Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome back to a new video. Today we're doing the NFL Week 6 predictions. And guys, we're 6 weeks into the NFL season. We're a quarter out of 3 through the NFL season. The 2025 to 2026 NFL season. And yeah, what a chaotic week it was last week. Had a lot of crazy games go on. A lot of upsets. A lot of crazy stuff, man. And we're going to get into it, guys. Starting off with the bye week teams, we got the Texans and the Vikings, guys. We're not going to be talking about those two teams specifically in this. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. First game, you got the Eagles at the Giants on Thursday Night Football. The Eagles, man, oh boy, losing to the Denver Broncos, as I said they were going to. The Eagles offense just didn't have enough firepower. Defensively, I think they did pretty good, but they got outnumbered in the fourth quarter there. And, yeah, they had it in them at first, but then they just completely slowed down and let the Broncos win the victory. Meanwhile, the Giants, well, looks like same old Giants, lost to the Saints. And not only that, Darius Slayton is now hurt, so now they're down to Wan'Dale Robinson being their number one, and I don't know who the rest are. Jalen Hyatt and someone else now, so yeah, the Giants are pretty cooked. I got the Eagles winning here, 41-17. This should be a pretty easy W for the Eagles. Or not 17, 14 actually. Let me change my score prediction. 41-14, not 17. Whoops. But either way, the Giants still going to get wrecked. That doesn't help anyway, so yeah. Eagles, you're going to get the win. Next game, you got I think this is a London game. You got the Broncos at the Jets. The Broncos, as we were just talking about, beated the Eagles, and I knew they had it in them. Their defense, that was a statement win over the Eagles. Their defense showed up way better than the Eagles did, and that's what the battle was going to be. Who has more defense? And looking at the Broncos, man, looks like the Broncos can get on a roll here. Taking on the Jets, which, well, they lost to the Cowboys, but they're 0-5, and honestly, the Jets don't look like a bad team. They just cannot finish. I don't know what it is with them. Justin Fields has had great stats, but they just cannot finish wins. And I honestly thought the same with whatever happened with Aaron Rodgers a little bit. For half the season, I thought the Jets were actually pretty good with Aaron Rodgers, and then they just can't finish getting W's. And yeah, it's kind of crazy how they just cannot finish to get the game over and win the game. But yeah, even with those good stats, I am going to take Denver here. 28-17. I think the Jets have been playing pretty decent football, just not getting the wins. And playing Denver, I don't think that's going to happen here. So give me the Broncos there. Next game, you got the Cardinals at the Colts. The Cardinals, wow, lost to the Tennessee Titans in terrible fashion. And wow, that interception and then fumble, and then DeMarcado fumbled near the end zone. Yeah, the Cardinals, it's not even Kyler Murray's fault anymore. It's just Arizona being Arizona. So yeah, taking on the Colts, which, oof, they got destroyed the absolute crap out of the Raiders. And yeah, the Colts defense, their offense, the run game, everything is going so well for the Colts. Daniel Jones looks like maybe the future for the Colts now. And Jonathan Taylor has been kicking it in too. So the Colts, they're on a playoff run right now. Out of nowhere. Here come the Colts, guys. But yeah, I am actually going to take the Colts here. I wanted to take the Cardinals for an upset, but I'm like, the Cardinals, they're just not doing it for me. It's not Kyler Murray's fault. It's just they're losing the stupidest ways possible. And yeah, they're on a 3-game losing streak, so I don't think it's any better here. Give me the Cardinals, or Colts, in a close one, honestly. I think it's going to be pretty close, 24-20. And yeah. Next game, you got the Chargers at the Dolphins. The Chargers, woof. Well, they got pretty beat up by the Commanders. They didn't look too bad until the end there, where they couldn't punch it in the end zone. And Justin Herbert threw another pick and sold the game. And yeah, now the Chargers, they're starting to fall apart here. But the good news is, they're taking on the Dolphins, which got absolutely demoralized by the Panthers. Well, they didn't get demoralized, but they blew it against the Panthers. And yeah, the Dolphins, they have no Tyreek Hill. They're 1-4. Their season's pretty over. Give me the Chargers here. 27-10. They have no offense. They have no defense. And yeah, well, their defense, Yeah, they lost to the Panthers, guys. Come on now. I don't know how to explain it, but they're just a very mediocre team. A very mediocre non-playoff team, so yeah. Dolphins, you're cooked. Chargers, I think they'll get their get back here against the Dolphins. Next game, you got the Patriots at the Saints. The Patriots, I told everybody, I told everybody, hey, they're going to knock off the Bills. What did they do? They knocked off the Bills. Now, Drake May, Stephon Diggs. Crazy game. I knew Stephon Diggs was going to have one in him. I knew. Since he didn't have it all season, I knew he was going to take all his aggression out against the Buffalo Bills. And now, they're taking on the Saints, which, hey, the Saints actually got a freaking win. I didn't think it might have been possible this season. But they did it. Not really knowing how much went on in that game. I think Spencer Rattler looked decent in that, but yeah, at first the Saints were losing and they stormed back and won. So yeah, but the Saints, that doesn't make them any good still. They're still ASS. So give me the Patriots with a score of 26-14. Next game, you got the Browns at Steelers. Oof. The Browns. Well, they went to London and they almost won the game. They started Dylan Gabriel. He looked alright, I guess. Judkins is him. And, yeah, they sold at the end. Like Carson Wentz stormed down the field. And, yeah, the Browns continue to be the Browns, and they're taking on the Steelers, which had a bye before actually beating the Vikings. They also beat the Minnesota Vikings before having the bye week. So, yeah, the Browns are not really good offensively, nor do I like the Steelers. I think the Steelers are 3-1 fraud, honestly. So I'm still gonna take the Steelers here. Probably a close game, 19-13, low scoring game as well. Yeah, I think Pittsburgh's defense is gonna be too much for Dylan Gabriel. But I also think that offense is just not that good. Doesn't have much firepower on it to me. But the Steelers might score like 27 maybe. And that's about it. But that's probably all. They honestly just need to score like 14 points and they win this game. Because their defense should have the Browns quarterback wrapped up. So, yeah. Next game, you got the Cowboys at the Panthers. The Cowboys, oof. Look at them. They got another win. Or, well, before the tie, they got a win against, the Jets. And, yeah, their offense actually looks pretty good, even without CeeDee Lamb. But, I mean, I guess it's just the Jets, too, so can't really blame them for that. But, honestly, the Cowboys have been really good this season. It's just CeeDee Lamb's hurt now, and, yeah, they've had a couple interesting games, and they don't have no defense, so there's that. They're taking on the Panthers, who actually knocked off the Dolphins, which, honestly, I could have seen it if the Panthers looked a little better earlier in the season. But, yeah, the Panthers, hey, Tech McMillan and Bryce Young look decent against the Panthers. Or, against the freaking Dolphins. Holy crap, I can't speak. And, yeah, but unfortunately, I gotta take the Cowboys here. I think they're a much better built team than the Panthers. Odd score, though, I got them winning 23-7. I think it's gonna be one of those 1 o'clock weird scores, you know, that tend to happen. So, give me the Cowboys there. Next, you got the Seahawks at the Jaguars. Ooh, what an interesting game this is. The Seahawks. Hey, they lost, but they lost in a shootout against Tampa Bay. Their offense looked amazing. Sam Darnold looked great. Kenneth Walker had it. And, yeah, man, the Seahawks didn't look bad, but they lost in the end. And it was just a back-and-forth game against the Buccaneers, and they didn't win it. So, there's that. So, I guess you could blame the defense this week. Meanwhile, the Jaguars, wow. Give claps to the Jaguars, man. Gotta give them claps. I'm so proud of them. They're 4-1. Holy crap. Who would have knew? The freaking Jacksonville Jaguars would be 4-1. They knocked off the Kansas City Chiefs in a tiny bit of a shootout. And, yeah, oh, wow. The way they won that game, though, was crazy. Trevor Lawrence just earned aura at the end of that game. And, hey, Travis Hunter had a deep ball highlight. So, there you guys go. Start throwing the ball more to Travis Hunter because I want to see what he can do. Just saying. Not a fan of him, but I'm just saying. But honestly, I am actually going to take the Seahawks here. just because of how many points they scored last week. I think they can have it against Jacksonville. Jacksonville still hasn't looked all that perfect. Their defense has looked amazing, though. Talk about Jacksonville's defense looking amazing. Travis Etienne has also looked good, too. Trevor Lawrence, I mean, honestly, even with all them rushing touchdowns and all that he's done so far, it hasn't been too much, but they've just been getting it done, is the thing. But I got the Seahawks. Maybe a close one, 21 to 18. Not score, but, you know, things happen, so that's my prediction there. Next game, we got the Rams at the Ravens. Oof. The Rams. Oh, boy. Well, losing to Mac Jones, which is not ideal. Yeah, the Rams, they lost to Mac Jones. Puka Nacua looks great, and Devontae Adams, but they just... Kyren Williams sold them that game. And... yeah, I don't even know how that happened anyways. We gotta blame some of the defense for that too, for making Mac Jones look like prime Tom Brady out there on the field. So, let's blame some of the Rams defense, and we're gonna blame Kyren Williams for that loss. Taking on the Ravens, which got demoralized by the Houston Texans, losing 44-10. Yeah, after Lamar Jackson got hurt, Baltimore is falling apart. It looks like they're kind of done for their season. It's just up to Cooper Rush and see if he can keep them in the hunt at least. Which, they're out of the hunt now, but yikes. This is Ravens fans, it's panic time. Y'all, this is like almost a must-win game here. You guys cannot start 1-5 without your quarterback. Jackson is not likely coming back for this game, so give me the Rams. Give me the LA Rams, and the Ravens have no defense whatsoever, so give me the Rams 38-9 against the Ravens. Derrick Henry looks washed as well, too, so yikes. You might not have a savior after all. Next game, you got Titans at Raiders. The Titans. Wow, y'all got your first win, too. The Saints and Titans both getting their first win in Week 5. Congratulations, Titans. Cam Ward looked okay, mid. Offense looked mid again, but they shouldn't have won that game. They were down 6-21. They honestly played bad, and then they came back from the Cardinals' little stupid mistakes, and yeah, it's pretty bad in Arizona, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, the Titans, though, got to give them credit for that win. Not really much to say about them. They just got the win because they're buns, and the Cardinals didn't look too much better than them. So, yeah, they took advantage of that. Taking on the Raiders, which also got smacked around by the Colts. This offense is just not kicking in high gear. And honestly, they're due for another receiver, and they didn't need a different quarterback for that to happen. And probably some O-line because they need some blockers for Ashton Genty. But yeah, guys, this is a bad game. This is really 2 1-4 teams. I am going to go with the Raiders with the slight edge. I think Brock Bowers. I think the Raiders are a better built team than the Titans still. So, slightly. But I'm still going to give it to the Raiders. They got Ashton Genty, you got Browers, and you got Myers. So, hopefully that will be enough firepower to beat the Titans, which really only have Power and Ridley. So, yeah. Give me the Raiders 17-16. Oh boy, next game you got the Bengals at the Packers. The Bengals. Well, we didn't get destroyed by the Detroit Lions. We got destroyed, but we didn't get destroyed. So, it was kind of a mid-game. Yeah, they did drop 37 on our defense though still, and that was expected. And yeah, Browning finally is benched. Threw 3 interceptions that game too, and 3 touchdowns. Jamar Chase had a good game though, and the Bengals' new quarterback is Joe Flacco. Traded him for a 5th rounder, and got a 6th rounder and Flacco back to Cincinnati, and he's automatically starting. They've announced that he's already starting against the Packers, so don't know how to feel about that trade though. I kind of wanted Jameis Winston, but I mean, I guess I would have tried to trade for Shedeur, too. I mean, he's open on the Browns, too. So, the funny thing is, if Joe Flacco starts looking great on us, the Browns are going to look even worse. So, Hopefully the Bengals can do something, but also Micah Parsons and Rashad Gary are gonna get to him instantly, and it's just gonna be elder abuse at this point if that happens. So let's hope that doesn't happen. I'm gonna take the Bengals though. If you guys think I'm gonna take the Packers, you're crazy. I'm taking the Bengals. I'm always gonna take the Bengals. Y'all cannot stop me from taking the Bengals. Come on, do something about it. Bengals win 24-20. We don't talk about it. We'll probably just talk about another loss. That's what we'll probably be talking about. But, oh well. Next game, you got 49ers at Buccaneers. The 49ers, they knocked off the Rams. Mac Jones looks like prime Tom Brady. And the 49ers are made of glass, and they're number one in their division. This doesn't seem right. So, yeah, I mean, it's looking really good. My bad, I just got my words jumbled up, and I also got a couple Snapchat notifications, so ignore all that, guys. But back to what we're talking about. The Niners, they've just been looking pretty good, even without their starters, which is kind of crazy. Taking on Tampa Bay, which had a shootout against the Seahawks, winning that shootout. And Baker Mayfield, man, just looks amazing out there. He looks like he's just having freaking fun. And the Bucks, they're playoff contenders. They're honestly Super Bowl contenders too, if they stay healthy. I don't know if Mike Evans is coming back for this week. I don't know if he's already came back. So I guess that's interesting to say the least. Also, I think Chris Godwin got hurt again too. So, yikes. And yeah, but Emeka Ibuka's there, and that's all they really need. Now, I know how good the 49ers have been lately, but they have to suffer a loss here and there. So, if they don't lose this game, I'm going to be shocked. Like, if they don't lose this game, I'm going to be shocked. Give me the Bucks give me the Buccaneers 31-20. And now you got Sunday Night Football. You got the Lions at the Chiefs. The Lions, well, as we talked about, Grand Slam, the Cincinnati Bengals defense, and sacked Jake Browning and got turnovers a million times. So, yeah, Sam Laporta, Amon-Ra St. Brown, you know those boys going crazy. And, yeah, taking on the Chiefs, which actually competed against the Jaguars, which they honestly should have won that game. I thought the Chiefs really were going to win that game, but wow, the Chiefs sitting here at 2-3, taking on the Detroit Lions at home. And them Lions, I bet they want to kill the Chiefs. I bet they just want to hit the kill shot on the Chiefs. Like, literally, the kill shot. And, yeah, I was going to take the Chiefs to maybe, like, I don't know. I would take the Chiefs, but honestly, I think this is honestly going to be some crazy competitive game. So give me the Lions 44-27. This is an odd score I'm taking, but I think they'll still be competitive. But this is basically a note to say that Chiefs season is over. So hopefully, but yeah, give me the Lions there 44-27. Next game you got Bills at Falcons. The Bills, well, lost to the New England Patriots, which, yeah, Josh Allen had a turnover, and the Bills didn't just look too bad, but they didn't have enough explosive plays, and they couldn't execute perfectly. So the Bills lost to the Patriots, taking on the Falcons, which were on a bye week before beating the Commanders, which had Marcus Mariota on the team. So that's not impressive. Michael Penix did look great that week. He did throw an interception, but he still looked amazing that week. Bijan Robinson looked good. Drake London had himself a game. And going to Atlanta, this is actually going to be an interesting game because I can see Atlanta winning this, but I also can't. Oh, what am I saying? I'm going to take the Bills here, obviously. I got to take the Bills. I think the Bills are going to bounce back from their loss. I got them 33-15, odd score, but I do think Atlanta soon enough will be able to compete with some of these teams. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a little bit closer than that. But, yeah, I got the Bills winning in Atlanta. So there's that. And the last Monday Night Football game, mind you, Bills-Falcons was Monday Night Football. I forgot to point that out. But Bears-Commanders, Monday Night Football for the second game. Don't know why they do these second game Monday Night Football sometimes, but okay then. This one's the second one, so Bears Commanders. Well, as you seen last time, the Commanders beat the Bears actually with a Hail Mary last year, which the Bears, they're looking for some crazy revenge from that. Taking on what's it called? Taking on the Commanders, which, yeah, this is actually an interesting game because Jayden Daniels is healthy, and the Bears, they also won a game last week. They beat the Raiders, which actually wasn't last week. It was before their bye weekend. They're 2-2. They don't look too good, but I mean, they did get a statement win over the Cowboys, so that's good for them. Taking on the Commanders, though, they beat the crap out of the Chargers. Well, they didn't beat the crap out of the Chargers until the Chargers kind of sold. It was getting a little panicky in that first quarter, but after that, they took care of business against the Chargers. And yeah, I think this is a fun game, honestly. And I'm going to take the Commanders here 30-23 for the revenge game. From that Hail Mary, I think the Commanders are still going to win this game. Nothing less. Because, yeah, I think the Commanders are better built, and they got Jayden Daniels, so I trust him a lot more than the Bears. Whole squad. So, yeah, there's that. But that's it, guys, for this video. Hope you guys like and enjoy this freaking fracking video, guys. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Hit that bell for all notifications, not to miss any one of my videos. And we will see you guys next time. Peace out.